Which cancelled TV show deserved another season? White Collar. Oh man, Rubicon desperately needed another season. I get why it failed. It started out slow and took quite a few episodes to get really interesting, but a lot of AMC shows have been like that and still gotten renewed. It should have had at least one more season to see where it would go. Altered Carbon should have been able to wrap up its story. Altered Carbon's writers mortgaged their future seasons by condensing disparate plot elements from 3 books into the first season for no good reason at all, and then the producers made a particularly terrible casting decision in Mackie, and then kept on screwing up from there. Season 1 was carried by its casting and set designers despite the writers being lazy, but Season 2 had nothing to save it. Season 1 deserved a second season, but Season 2 definitely did not. I think I'll just leave a link to remind everyone of the ways Viridian Dynamics makes your world better. https://udo.be/yf3 of 5 vrcna. Are you saying that you dislike the direction of The Punisher's second season, or are you unaware that there was a second season? Rubicon is my go-to for shows that were very good but nobody has really heard of because it got cancelled. Hard to even find streaming now. It's on AMC Plus or something. Altered Carbon was my gateway for dystopian futuristic series, and I love it dearly. Rubicon was such a delicious, slow burn that it was almost doomed from the start, but I loved it. I wonder if it would have lasted longer in today's streaming era, where a prestige channel could have given it more time, and the back episodes would have been available for new viewers. So good. I remember watching Santa Clarita Diet and going, why does the writing/pacing of this show remind me of Better Off Ted? Lo and behold, same creator. Both this guy's shows deserved more. Sad face. The company's position is that it's the opposite of racism. It's not targeting black people, it's ignoring them. They insist the worst people can call it is indifferent. Of course they are fixing it, but in the meantime they'd like everyone to celebrate the fact that it does see Hispanics, Asians, Pacific Islanders and Jews. My wife loved Rubicon so much, it's rare to see it mentioned in the wild. Motsie has passed away, wouldn't be the same without him. Better Off Ted was such a good show and another season would be great. Altered Carbon Imo completely shit the bed in the second season. Anthony Mackie is great but was a terrible fit for the series, lacking the nuanced bitter/tired detective vibes that Kinnaman portrayed. It wasn't Anthony Mackie plays Takeshi Kovacs, it was Anthony Mackie plays angry Anthony Mackie. I think as far as cynical hardened noir detective characters go, Kinnaman as Kovacs, and Thomas Jane as Miller are hard to beat. Into the Badlands. Inside Job. Shooter. Altered Carbon. Would love a Badlands conclusion that told us what the FK everything we watched had been for. Second, Into the Badlands and Altered Carbon. Apparently the actors of Into the Badlands thought there would be one last season to wrap things up. Pity. I second Altered Carbon. It was so good. They could have done so much with it. I really liked Messiah. Only one season. Better Off Ted. The show was a brilliant satire of corporate business that was far too funny. Amazing cast, incredibly quotable, ended far too soon. Punisher should have had a season 2 with more gang/mafia shenanigans. Altered Carbon should have been able to wrap up its story. Rubicon. Didn't have to be a continuation, but I would love to see more like it. Edit, I have been corrected, Punisher had a season 2. My mistake. The episode where they installed motion detectors for everything that didn't see black people, so they had to assign every black person a white person to open doors, but then because of diversity rules they had to hire more black people was phenomenal. Ted, that's more than weird, Veronica. That's basically, well, racist. Veronica, the company's position is that it's actually the opposite of racist, because it's not targeting black people. It's just ignoring them. They insist the worst people can call it is indifferent. Ted, well, they know it has to be fixed, right? Please, at least say they know that. Veronica, of course they do, and they're working on it. In the meantime, they'd like everyone to celebrate the fact that it sees Hispanics, Asians, Pacific Islanders, and Jews.